Have you ever felt the weight of silence? Not the peaceful kind, but the heavy, aching silence that fills a room once filled with love. A silence that echoes with words you wish you had said, and hums with the memory of voices you can never hear again. My story begins in a house that is no longer a home. It's just rooms and furniture now, haunted by the ghosts of my own regrets. My father used to have this old, worn-out armchair. The springs groaned every time he sat down, and the fabric was faded from years of sunlight. I used to nag him about it. "Oh, Dad, let's just buy a new one. This thing is an embarrassment." He would just smile, a gentle, tired smile, and say, "But son, this chair and we have an understanding. It has held me through long nights and early mornings. It knows my stories. I didn't understand. I was young, busy, always rushing. My world was about my future, my friends, my ambitions. My parents, with their slow pace and simple joys, felt like they were part of my past. My mother, her hands were always busy. Cooking, cleaning, mending a torn shirt, or holding a cup of tea, waiting for me to finish my important phone call. How many times did she call me for dinner, her voice soft, only to be met with an impatient, 'In a minute, Mum,' from behind my closed door. That minute often stretched into an hour. By the time I came out, the food would be cold, and she would be sitting alone at the table, a veil of disappointment in her eyes that I chose to ignore. In the Quran, Allah tells us, "And your Lord has decreed that you not worship except Him, and to parents, good treatment, whether one or both of them reach old age. While with you, say not to them so much as uff, and do not repel them, but speak to them a noble word." Surah Al-Isra, Hymn 23, oof, a tiny word. A sigh of annoyance. How many times did I say it without thinking? When my dad asked me to help with something in the garden, when my mum asked if I was eating properly. Huff, a small sound that became a great chasm between their world and mine. I was too blind to see that their questions weren't interruptions, they were invitations. They were their way of saying, "You are still our child, and we love you." The day I lost them, the world didn't stop. The sun rose, people went to work, and the noise of life continued. But my world shattered into a deafening silence. I walked into their house, and the first thing I saw was that old armchair. I sank into it, and for the first time the springs didn't groan. Or maybe I just didn't hear them over the sound of my own heart breaking. Everything was as they had left it. My mother's prayer mat was still facing the Qibla.